Welcome, guys. Good to see you all here. So, since the last time we worked on our Keeper application, I've learned a lot of new concepts such as props and mapping components, and looping and React developer tools, arrow functions, map, filter, and reduce. So let's go ahead and see if I can apply some of those things to improve our Keeper application. We are expecting our output looks like this. So this is the Keeper application part 2. Fork it in your code sandbox or locally, do as you like. If you are doing it on, locally, you gotta run few things such as cd over the location that I have done already, and after that install the node modules, and after that you gotta run it using npm run dev and see the output. The goal is simple. Let me show you. The goal is simple. That is rendering all the nodes that currently inside our nodes.js as an array called nodes into our Keeper app as separate node components. To make it happen, I've got to use skills that I have learned, especially about props and mapping. This is what the finishing output we are desired in this video. Um, so let me show you. If you add a new node into this array, you should see output in. I got to change the key. It should be unique. I hope you know. Make sure there aren't any errors or typos. If there are, I get an error, it won't show anything. Here you can see that if you are, I mean, if you add a new entry, you should see it pop up dynamically, like this. And this is all possible because you are going to be mapping through this array of what is called nodes. So if you are familiar with the technologies that I have mentioned, so do it by yourself and check if you can do it, or follow along with me. So I have already finished locally. I'm going to use code sandbox so that you are going to be familiar with it too. So where are the components? Here are the components. So let's go ahead and look at the application, sorry, app.js. Here you can see node. The first thing I'm going to do is to go to the nodes.js and import, first export this content into the app. So export default nodes. This will do. Let's go to the app. Which the app? Here the app. I'm going to import that nodes. We should like this. Okay. What I'm going to do is Here we got a node component being rendered, and we are only asking for one of those components to be rendered over here. Now, at this moment, this component is completely hard coded. Here's the node. Let's go to check the node. Here, this is how this is hard coded. We want it to be dynamically, you know, get by using the map. So it has a set of praise for the h1 and set of praise for the paragraph. Now this won't do if we wanted to use it in our custom nodes from our nodes.js. Let's go to the app.js and pass it some custom props, that is title of the node and content of the node. So let's just create a props called title over here, mm, which needs to be inside the set of curly braces because it's a JavaScript code. So I'm going to put the hard coded nodes into over here. So I'm just going to cut and paste over here. I'm going to cut and second one. What's the second one? Second one is going to be content. I'm going to paste it over here too. So you can see that we are not we're unable to getting this output. It is not showing any content over here because we haven't provided any props here. So first I'm going to check the developer tools. Where are they? Sorry, this isn't how I should look. Chrome developer tools, JavaScript space open view call span. Unfortunately, it isn't. It haven't provided the developer tools of React. Mm, content. Okay. Mm, I'm going to open like this and go to the inspect, and here in the console uh, you'll be able to see this and it will show components. Here's the note. It will show you the entries, props, so that you will understand what the props are needed to be there or can be used. So you can use this as a debugger so you won't get any problems to solve, deal with the errors. Let's go to the app.js. Sorry, node.js, and here looks like everything is fine. Sorry, where am I? I shouldn't be here. I should be here. Here h1 provide the props and props dot title. Here title appeared and props dot content. So here content appear. We still have some errors, but don't worry about this. they will eventually gone. So we got what we want from, I mean, now, but our goal is not what this isn't what our goal, final goal. So the next thing I got to do is to, I mean, mapping the all nodes. So what I'm going to do is to, here in below the header, this is where our content needs to be shown. So what I'm going to do is to use the array of nodes and map. Here we need to provide the function. So I'm just going to create a function over here just below the imports, function named create entry entry and return this entry node, a single node. So here I got to provide the each entry. So I'm gonna name it as each entry. Here this needs to be each entry dot title from, I mean, sorry, it needs to be each entry dot content. So we're still getting an error because we haven't given any function over here. So I'm going to give the create entry function. So here you can see that just when I have entered this, we got this. So fortunately it's working, and let's go ahead and open it in, I mean, sorry, here you can see it's still showing some errors. We don't want it to get any because we got to provide an unique ID or the key when we wanted to, mapping. So mapping a component. So here I'm going to provide the key that is each country dot key. You can see that is available inside the notes.js. I mean, not notes.js. Here, this must be unique. Don't forget about that. I'm going to provide. I mean, I'm going to make some videos about React.js so that you'll understand everything that I'm saying now. So, still getting an error. I thought it will stop. So let's see where's the here. So oh, mm, here function. Uh, Here I am going to keep it here. Now you can see it's still working without providing any errors, so that you'll understand this is, you can simply provide directly provide the function right over here without any issue. So, and I'm going to make it anonymous function by removing the function name. So even though I have removed it, it's still working, and I wanted to make it an arrow function. So I'm just going to remove this and provide the arrow. so that you can see it's still working. So, and you can see it's just one entry, so I'm just going to remove this parenthesis, so you can see it's still working now. And I can also remove this return and remove this and remove this. Oh my, oh my god. I can remove this and this. mm, Looks like uh, uh maybe 1 second, I got to go back and check out. Okay, now I can remove this and this. Oh, even though I'm removing it, it is just inserting it to make it, I mean, make it to understand to the user. I can show it in the locally. I can show it to you in locally or inside the app.js. Here you can see I just removed the each entry. I mean, this is each entry and this is our function. I just return this. So this is how I simplified it. Mm, Still not working. Maybe I can remove this and this, this. Okay, now you can see it is working. So you may get an errors, but don't worry. Learn to debug and figure out to remove the errors from your code. So this is it. This is how I provided some functionalities to my keeper application. This is part 2. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.